So I think we have to talk about Bitcoin again. It's been like a couple of days, a week, something like that. And we are still going down the way I see it. I'm just not quite sure how far down where we're going to stop, so we're going to check it out a bit. So right now, as everybody's pointing out, we are in this triangle, right? There's some kind of triangle depending on how you draw it, depending where we're going to get in or get out, right? But there's some kind of triangle, and we are going to get out of it sooner or later. So the question is up or down, and I made a video, I'm saying definitely down. I also made a video saying how we are going to break 20,000 and when we're going to exit the 20,000. And that has a lot to do with how we're going to draw these lines and how far we're going to drop down. So both of those videos are important. Like right now, I said we're going definitely down because of the airside divergence here. Let's switch this off. On the daily, there's a airside divergence. We also still got the CME gap that we have to close. So because of the CME gap and the airside divergence, I think we're going down. But how far down? That's the question. Like that's the trick. Figure out how far down we're gonna go. You know. And then I had another video where I said we're gonna when is Bitcoin gonna go above 20,000, right? When is it gonna start going parabolic? When are we gonna moon? And it all comes down to this triangle. Basically, it all comes down to this triangle. This is the CME chart, that's why you don't see any more of it. It all comes down to this triangle, when we get out of this triangle. And depending on how you draw this triangle here, it's when we're gonna start going parabolic. So if you, let's use a magnet, just make it more precise. You take all the way down here, and maybe use something like this line. It looks like this was just a week down, and now we're gonna bounce off here, bounce, and get out of 20, right? But I don't think that will happen just because we got a CME gap right here, and we have to go below 96. If we're still gonna go below, that means we're gonna break this line over here, and therefore this line can't be the right line that's gonna move us over the 20,000, right? So what line are we gonna use? Like right now, let's see. We have to use some wicks down here to make the correct line, I think. So it's either gonna be this one, or wait, or something like this one. Some of this. So one of these bottom lines it's gonna be. And let's see here. That's 3rd June 22, and this is way far, but then it was 90,000 actually 20,000. So April 22, yeah, something like this. So if we assume it's the upper line and not the lower line, let's say we're not gonna get out with this 23, yeah. So let's assume it's this line over here, or maybe something else, something like this. So we're gonna hit this line sooner or later, and then use line to bounce off it and get out. So that's the theory. The way I see it, like we have to go down, and how much down we're gonna go, that's the question. So let's look at the moving averages to see where we are right now and how we actually can get out of this. You can see here really well the divergence. Let me draw it in for you. It's pretty obvious, the divergence. I mean, it has to be corrected, and we are expecting the line down at least like something like this here, and we're expecting it to hit the moving averages, right? We are expecting it moving some kind of moving averages and to stop there. Now we're watching the daily. The weekly is really problematic if you look at the moving averages, because you got the 20 moving average that everybody thinks, oh, we're gonna break 20 moving average. You know, we're gonna break 20 moving average, and I think we're gonna break that. And I think that the yellow line here, the 50 moving average, is gonna hold, and that's at 8.9. I mean, the bearish scenario I have in my head like 7.9, right here on the blue, the 100 moving average. But I think the yellow might actually hold. The 50 moving average might actually hold and keep us alive. It will do two very important things. Number one, it will close the gap. Number two, it will, I don't know if it will end the airside divergence, because it should go something like, it has to, what am I using here? Let's see. It has to fall below this. You see, maybe it's gonna wick down. Maybe it's gonna wick down and get back above the 50 moving average. If not, it can go all the way down to 7.9. Like, I'm hoping it's just gonna stop at 8.9, you know. But the more I think about it, 7.9 is always in my head, and there's one other reason for why it's in my head, and I'm gonna show you. But the triangle is important. That shows us just in what range we are gonna go up and down before we exit the 20. And I made a video just like a couple days ago. When is Bitcoin gonna go up or something like that? I don't know what I called it. And you're gonna see the reason for triangles, right? So let's see this on the daily. And let's look at the 400 daily. This is 400 moving average. It's 87. So 87 is still not on the line here, right? 87 is still not on the line. But can it fall down to 400 moving average? Why not? It hit it here. It broke it totally down here, and now like it can still hit it. So we have to just watch and see what's happening. On the monthly is important. This is 8.9 monthly, the 20 moving average 8.9. But let's see. Bigger chart. Let's bring line here. This is the monthly. No, this is 6.4. It's on the weekly. It's on weekly. Let's get back to the right chart. Yeah, it's the weekly. It's the weekly blue line that I was talking about. Weekly 100 moving average that can actually be the bottom here for this. So we just have to wait and see. Right now, immediate term, I'm expecting this to go down, and everything is bearish. I've been making video about Phantom, about RSR, about Uni, you know, about Link, and all have shown in the last days or something that there's some kind of reversal coming. But if you look at it today, everything is going back down again, and I think we are actually going below the old moving averages, important moving averages. Something's gonna happen soon. So it's gonna happen soon to all of those altcoins, and it's gonna happen to the Bitcoin as well. So let's look at the 4 hourly. You see on the 4 hourly, we are below all the moving averages. All the moving averages are above the line, and I think we're just gonna start dropping right here. I don't think it's gonna go any more above this. What's this? 10.8. So real soon, and 1 hour is also below everything. Let's look at the daily. And daily, you see also here, it went above the 20, and now it's back below 20, and it's keep going up. But if it stays below 20 after the day, I think of the weekend or even during the weekend, it might start crashing down really hard. So this is a triangle, depending on how you draw the triangle, what lines you use. Do you use week, no weeks, you know. I think it's gonna be some weeks connected to each other. how exactly is it? It's not really important. You just have to watch the moving averages. The moving average is gonna push the price below the out of the triangle, and once you go out of the triangle, I think it's gonna go pretty fast down to whatever line it has to hit. So maybe next week. I think definitely next week. I don't think this can keep on going in forever. Like I think we over the weekend, maybe starting next week, we're gonna drop down really hard. That's it for this video today. Thank you for watching the entirety of the video, because right now you're probably just 30% of people started watching that end of the video. So like if you like my content, and subscribe if you want to subscribe to watch more of this video. I'm doing technical analysis. That's all I'm gonna do on this channel right now. Just technical analysis on altcoins, on Bitcoin, on everything else, and call out other people that I think are better technical analysis and lying to you. Like I watch a lot of technical analysis videos, even from pros that got like 2 million subscribers, and I just think like they are lying to people right now because they don't know. The first thing you have to tell the people about technical analysis is it's art. Like there is no if there was some rules or some algorithm to the madness, like everybody would have been richer by now, but there is none. Like we take chances, like you feel like where it's gonna go, you do some analysis based on that, and it helps you decide direction thereabout, and then from there on it's just manipulation. It's it does what it does, you know, people psychology. So, and then when it's gonna stop, when it's gonna not stop, like you take chances, you take risks, you minimize your losses, you try to optimize your profits and stuff like that, and that's trading, you know, that's technical analysis. But there is no, what is it called, 8-ball, like there is no eye that knows it all. So that's it. Thanks for watching the entire video. It was pretty long this time. Yeah, 11 minutes, 12 minutes. I gotta do something about my long videos, man. I gotta do something. Anyways, like I said, this is gonna go down. That's my opinion. It's gonna go down. Has to go down.